Thanks so much, Tommy Tran. And with the big day and KC inching closer and closer, our senior draft expert, Ryan Wilson, he's in 7-round mock draft mode, and he's just been releasing one right after the other. Right now, we're getting a look at the cornerbacks selected in Ryan Wilson's latest mock draft. Right now, Christian Gonzalez is CB1. He's the first cornerback to go off the board. For Ryan's Steelers, he has them selecting Julius Brents out of Kansas State with that 17th overall pick. And speaking of the Steelers, we have the newest addition to the Pittsburgh crew here with us. Also the host of the All Things Covered podcast, Patrick Peterson, joining us from a beautiful area there here on HQ. So Pat P, as a veteran cornerback in the room, how do you kind of take the younger CBs under your wing and kind of show them the way?
You know, honestly, for the most part, you just want to help them understand the game for the most part. You know, guys coming to the game, into the league and thinking it's college all over again. You want to rely on your athletic ability, but you really have to be a student of the game. You have to really work on your craft. You can't just rely on your athletic ability. Oh yeah, I ran a 4.3 or I jumped a 41-inch vertical. That stuff is all glitz and glams, but if you can't put it on tape and you can't put it on the field, what good does that matter? So you have to be a student of the game. You have to be very, very critical of yourself.
And as you're starting this new era of your career with Pittsburgh, I know you've made some comments as to what you want to see from the Steelers coming in this upcoming draft. So what do you want to see them do come draft day?
Well, it's no secret, all the mock drafts and things that the team need has been all you see is offensive linemen and cornerbacks, so I really don't know which direction they're going to go in, but I really feel that if you want to keep Kenny upright and keep him successful, you need to keep him protected, so you want to make sure you build a picket fence as best as you can around your franchise quarterback.
All right, let's talk more about Kenny Pickett. It seems like the Steelers got their guy last year when they were picking Kenny 20th in the NFL draft. What are your expectations for him in year two?
And seeing the progression he was able to make in the latter part of the season, it just gives you hope, that the game is finally slowed down for him. I can't remember what his record was in the last part of the season as a starter, but it was a pretty successful record. And as a rookie, if you can just continue to maintain that success going into your second year and the organization is continuing to put pieces around you, the sky's the limit, so I'm very, very excited to see what year two is going to bring for Kenny. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, Coach Tomlin and Omar is doing the best they can to put some game changer players around him.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like things were starting to click in those last 5 games of the season. Pittsburgh recently adding another target for Kenny Pickett, getting wideout Allen Robinson in a trade with the Rams. What does a vet like Robinson bring to the offense for you guys?
I really thought that was a huge pickup for us because now it gives Kenny another reliable weapon. Obviously we have Deontay Johnson, George, the rookie Pickens from last year, who had an unbelievable start of his career. So I think adding Allen Robinson to the room is just going to make us that much more dynamic. So we know Allen has been battling injuries, but we know that he's going to get in there. We got some of the best training personnel in the league, so we're going to make sure that he's on the field for us to help us win the ball games that we need.
All right, Pat P. We know OBJ just signed with the Ravens. Now that you're both in the AFC North, you're going to face off twice a year. Also, Bengals and the Steelers, that rivalry is unmatched. You're also going to go up against Jamar Chase twice a year. Okay, 2-part question. What have you learned about OBJ, from going up against him in the past, and how are you going to attack Jamar Chase this season?
I mean, Odell is a special specimen of a receiver. He has the combination of speed, strength, and a great hand-eye coordination. He can catch the ball however he pleases. So the athletic ability and what he brings to the table, people still know who Odell is, and I definitely think he still have that ability. And moving over to Jamar, the things he's been able to do throughout his first 3 years in the league has been, history making. So the LSU boys, the LSU receivers are definitely making noise in the NFL. You obviously can't forget Justin. I know we're not playing against him, but those guys are definitely representing the Tiger land very, very proudly.
All right, that is Patrick Peterson getting us pumped for the 2023 NFL season. Thanks so much, Pat P, for joining us here on HQ. We appreciate it. Good stuff as always. And if you want to hear more from Pat P, make sure you check out his pod alongside BMAC. All things covered there. You can download and listen wherever you get your pods. Christian Gonzalez actually hops on the pod in the latest episode, talking about being CB1 and a lot of the latest mock drafts. Again, download and listen wherever you find your pods, or you can scan that QR code.